Hey, summer friends, Olivia here. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. Today we are doing a single mama and her daughter, May. I named her May. You'll see later in the video in the nursery, I put her name on the wall. Super cute. Anyway, it's her and her mama. They live here in this just very clean and very me. The house is definitely my style, just the clean whites, the grays, the darker colors, like the green. I love this green. This green has to go somewhere in my house. I do have a paint bucket. I think I've said this before, but I actually have a paint bucket with this swatch, and I have been trying to figure out. I was gonna do my like bathroom vanity, but I went on painting strike, so I just have this paint can of paint that's this color. Anyway, something in my home will be this color. Love it. Love, love, love it. I think it's, people say it's like dark forest, but it really is a more darker olive color, which I love it. Anyway, so yeah, we have a lot of fun. I actually had a lot of fun with this house, and I know I did because it only took me an hour to build the whole entire thing, clutter and everything included. An hour. Just that's crazy because sometimes I can take, honestly, I don't know if this is like you or if I'm alone, but it can take me like 3 to 4 hours sometimes to do a whole house. Or even sometimes longer. Like if I have an idea and I'm trying to make it exactly how I want it, I can take a long time. So anyway, I knew I was having fun whenever it was so easy. That's the funnest part about playing speed builds is when it's so easy going. All like your creative juices are flowing and you just kind of have an idea and things just work out. And I love when things work out. I really do. It doesn't work out a lot, but when they do, I'm here for it. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I had someone reach out to my Instagram for the very first time and wished me happy birthday on DM. So that was super sweet. Guys, I've made it. I am now a YouTuber. No, I'm kidding. All my 35 subscribers, but I love all of them. I love all of you. And how nice to have someone just like reach out randomly on Instagram and say happy birthday and keep up with your doing. That's like awesome. And what else is really awesome, and I wasn't even going to say this, but I'm going to. I actually had someone right before I started recording this video reach out to me on Instagram again, on my DMs, and they were checking on me about my last video. So if you caught my last week's video, I very quickly mentioned, maybe once or twice, that I got passed up for promotion at my day job. So to check on me, like this total stranger, first off, made my whole entire day, week, month. It was huge for me. Just to know that some other human in the world is reaching out and just checking on your well being is, well, quite fantastic. So thank you for that. But I am well. I truly am well. Really, really, I have let it marinate now for weeks, and I'm not going to say it's old news to me, but I have definitely moved on. I've given a lot to this company, and I have just had to do some real deep soul searching about what I'm going to do next. So that's kind of where I'm at, and it has nothing to do with who got it because that person is deserving, and it was just for personal reasons. It was a hard blow. So I am good, and I am so happy to be here today playing Sims. Guys, I have been honestly on a roll. I have videos recorded till the end of July. So I'm here and it makes me happy to do things that I love. And I'm sure you can relate to that. We just got to do things that make us happy. This is definitely my wind down after a long day, or if I have a slower day, I'll get a build in, or if it's I love building on Sundays. Honestly, in my pajamas and eating breakfast, it's the best thing ever. I just love it, honestly. And the best part is, I have to tell you guys, my 8-year-old, my little mini me, Emmy, she is also hooked to Sims. And my mama heart just cannot take it. I'm telling you, whenever I hear the intro Sims music come on in her bedroom, I get giddy. It's almost like equivalent to your kid winning a trophy. Like I feel so happy. And I know I'm just smiling thinking about it. But yeah, she's building like full on houses and neighborhoods and stuff. And I'm just so, I love every minute of it. I love getting her tours. I love seeing how she does stuff. And also during this build, well, she does this a lot, but during this build, she sat right beside me and she gave me tips. And there's just nothing better in life. I remember, when do you guys remember the very first time you ever played Sims? I do. So I was at a sleepover. It was during the summer. It had to be like what, 2001? I feel like possibly. That's a long time ago. But I was at a sleepover, and the older brother, I heard the words something about Sims, and I was like, eh. And I remember we were like making our palettes for the evening, like we're gonna make where we're gonna sleep at, and then him and his friend were still up playing Sims, and they were like building a house, and I remember watching it, and I fell asleep. And then a couple weeks later, I was staying at my cousin's house. He's 2 years older than me, and we would sometimes like spend like a length time. Like I would go to his house for like 2, 3 weeks in the summer, and sometimes we would go on vacation. Sometimes we would just chill out. But anyway, he really introduced me to The Sims, and I will never ever forget the first time I ever played. And I know Sims 1 music, I everything, right? And that whole summer I was hooked. By the time I got home, my mom had already bought it for me, like I've been talking about it. I played it, and I used to play it on PS2, and I played on PS4. I mean, I have been hooked for a long time. So just seeing her have fun with it really makes my heart just so happy, and I'm loving every minute of it. How are you? How is your week going, or how did it go? I sure hope it went really well and smooth and easy peasy. Very easy over here. We had a slow week. It was on purpose, and it was for my birthday week. My gift to myself was just taking it slow. Same goes for July. At one point, a couple months ago, I think it was around Mother's Day, we were working like ridiculous hours for the catering stuff, and I thought, hey, whatever we have on the books for the month of July, we will keep, which was about maybe 3 things. Everything else, let's just pause it. I understand that July is a busy month for weddings, but I'm not here for it because my body needs a break. So it's a slower month, and I'm looking forward to it. I've had a hard time saying no to people, but overall, I'm really wanting to spend time with family. My kids go back to school in August. I don't want the whole summer to pass by and me not be able to do anything with them. We have a pool. I want to enjoy the pool. I want to enjoy life. My nephew is being born the end of this week. I want to enjoy him as much as I can. I want to spend time with family. So that's way more important than any money. Duh. So I'm just really looking forward to the month of July. It should be a good one, which means I'll have more time to play Sims. So like that doesn't get any better than that. I don't think so. I love the furniture in this build. I love it, love it, love it. I just feel like it just screams comfiness. I could go in this house and literally turn the TV on, cuddle up with that blanket, and take a nap. I would do. I really would. I thought about putting a fireplace, but just none really fit the space. And this layout, I just found it on the gallery. I think it says small desert. I'm not sure. I can't read the title, but it was just a gallery one. But I love the layout because it's very simple. I knew right when I saw it, I was like, yep, I can work with this. And it's hard because it was going to be, I knew I wanted to be a kid and the mom, but I figured let's make it really cozy. So they share a room, which that's fine. When the kids are little, it doesn't matter anyway. It really doesn't. Like I I just hate that because I look back to like whenever my kids were smaller, I would stress about that so much. Like we lived in a house and we just outgrew it very quickly, but I was so worried about them having their own room. But at the end of the day, when they're little, it doesn't matter. I mean, I guess it depends on your family dynamic, but like all my kids were all in our room anyway. Like there was like a 4 year stretch of time that I felt like there was always at least one child in the bed or whatever. We're not super strict about that. We were co-sleepers a lot of the time. So anyway, the more the merrier. We're all just kind of like cozy. But so I remember stressing about it, but I shouldn't have because it honestly it doesn't matter. And again, it depends on your family dynamic. But they people can share rooms. Our girls shared a room before we moved, and they were fine. Of course, they love having their own room now when they're older. But when they're little, like, hey, just be cozy. You know, who cares? Things will work out. It'll all work out. Speaking of things working out, if you watched last week's video, I probably rambled on and on and on about the 4 course dinner I was doing. I was doing my first dinner service in my catering business, and it went so good. Everything from timing to like the people we met. Oh my gosh, I was so nervous that they were like snooty, and no, they were so sweet. We even got hugs, people. I mean, it was like awesome. So the lasagna cooked to perfect bubbly. It smelled so good. We were like, we'd walk off and then we'd come back and we'd smell. Oh my gosh, it smelled so good. Chicken spadini was perfect. The salad was so easy to make. Our charcuterie board, we that's what we do. We started this business doing charcuterie, so that was so easy. Um, and dessert was awesome too. So everything worked out and everything felt so right. So bring on the dinner services. I'm here for it. I could totally knock it out. Mom and I did really great together, and it actually was like one of my favorite things we've ever done. And plus, I have to share the view with you. So we were on top of a silo, and it was a view of the gardens. Just look at that. That was our view during dinner. Yeah, pretty cool. We took an elevator up. We were able to serve everybody, and pretty spectacular. Anywho's, if you ever notice in my videos, I just want to say this, is that I know people can put the pillows up and down using Alt or Control or something like that and up, but mine does not work that way. So I always struggle with blankets and pillows. So if you ever see me doing that, I'm not a special person. I am special. My mom tells me I am. No, I am just not able to do that. So I understand the trick. I know that, but I just on this computer for some reason I am not able to move items up or down. So don't think that I'm a noob and not sure what I'm doing. I can't do it. So I struggle with pillows and blankets every single time. So last summer, I was at this new and used bookstore in like Westport area in Kansas City, and I came across a section of like old magazines. And for whatever reason, I was going through them. They're super cheap. They're probably like $1 or something like that. Super, super cheap. But anyway, I found home plans. Like, you know, I'm sure you've maybe seen them, but the magazines that used to be just full of home different plans. And I wish I would have grabbed more. There were more there at the time. This one, the one I have here is um, summer of 1986. It's called Premium Home Plans, Great New Homes for America's Past. Traditional, modern, contemporary. Colonials, ranches, A-frames, capes, Tudors, and more. And so anyway, it's blueprints of houses. And so I just kind of wanted to share that. Like I know a lot of people that I like see online, they kind of use Pinterest, which Pinterest hello is like the best. But it's kind of cool to have this little old book. And I thought about doing each, but there are over 160 pages of plans. It's like colonial, southern classic, and I love it. I freaking love it. So I thought I'd share if you're ever in an old bookstore and you have an opportunity to look at their magazines and you want some Sims home plan ideas, grab some. I might have to go back and grab some more, but I figured it'd be kind of cool to kind of start that series of like making each of these houses. I mean, it would be pretty big series, but it'd be kind of cool, right? And if you ever notice, I just will say this, I don't ever do two-story builds. And if I do, it's very rarely, but I really don't think I do. I don't like doing that. I don't know why. I used to love it. I used to make like these McMansions and like the bigger the better. I would just, oh my God, like 6 bathrooms and all that. Now I'm just like small and cozy. There's nothing wrong with that, but those are my builds. So like I guess that's the reason why I haven't done it. I didn't do it last summer because I was looking at it and a lot of these houses are multi-level and I'm just not about it. I do feel like the videos would be longer and I don't know if anybody would ever sit through and listen to me blab that long. Maybe I do it, but I just do music. I don't know. Anyway, just an idea. If you're ever in an old bookstore, check out the magazine section. They may have some house plans, even garage sales. I now that I've found that, I'm like, ooh, I've always kind of looked at the old magazines just to see if I come across home plans because I know you can buy them on Amazon and stuff, and you can buy books of them. There's like these really nice books, but they're very expensive. I'm talking cheap, right? Probably $1 that I got this book for. Just an old used magazine, but anyway, pretty cool. I love that the mudroom and the entry, like there's an entry on the back of the house because don't know how practical that is. I guess like if there was like probably a garage back there, but I like how that is because like all if this was a legit real life house, all our kids' crap and family stuff could be right there in that little nook. It would definitely not be that clean on an everyday basis, duh. But all the stuff could be there. Then when people and guests walk in your home, they're not seeing all that. Because in my house, I have the smallest entryway ever. Well, probably not ever, but you walk in, you hit the stairs essentially. So there's like a little closet, and for the size of my house, it sucks that the entryway sucks that bad. But it does. And so it was never my favorite. Even when I walked in the very first time, it was never my favorite thing. As far as like relocating the stairs, there's not really another opportunity, but kind of stuck with it for now. And as Robert says, forever, but no, he's wrong. This is not our forever home. I told him, silly boy, no, I never said it was. He talks about that. I said, no. He sometimes talks about our kids even graduating and us being here. I'm like, no, no, sir. This is not, this is a right now thing. We are, anyway, we'll move on eventually. But who knows? Maybe we won't. I don't know. It's not fair to say. But um, if the life projection goes the way I see it to go, we will not be here forever. But anyway, we have this closet, and when you first walk in, it's always just a freaking mess. Like I literally just a couple minutes ago, I just threw a whole bunch of shoes in there, and I know I'm part of the problem, but it's just filled with crap, and I hate it, hate it, hate it. Is there a spot at your house that is just a problem area? Like I know a lot of people that I know might be like their kitchen table or I don't know, like, oh, well, gosh, is there a chair in your bedroom that has clothes on it? Or for us, a whole sectional? Yes. I know it might sound weird saying I have a sectional in my bedroom, but it's a weird shaped bedroom, so it has room to do that. And so our sectional in there is like a couple different things. I got it so we could have like a place to watch TV and stuff. That never happens. I got it to read on it. I never read on it. What happens instead, reality, is that it's a place for my kids to sleep when they have bad dreams. They don't have to sleep with us anymore. Go to the couch. Also, it's become a laundry hamper. So most of the sectional is usually filled with me dumping baskets for Robert to fold them because I do the laundry, he folds it, which is actually a sweet deal. But listen, he had that deal for 8 years. When we lived at our old house, the laundry room, I say laundry room very lightly, the washer and dryer was in the basement. And so he always did the laundry because I didn't like spiders. I didn't like dark rooms. I didn't like going up and down the stairs. So he always did it. But when we moved in this house, I'm like, listen, I'm going to do laundry now. So I do it, and it's easy as crap most days, just getting it done, right? But then he folds it. So he also carries it upstairs. So yeah. Anyway, that actually doesn't sound very, as I start to unpack that, doesn't sound very fair, but listen, it is. So oftentimes will be dumping clothes onto the sectional, and it becomes, or it's like one of those things where you have a hoodie on, you take it off, it's like, it's not clean enough to hang up, but it's not dirty enough to put in the like hamper, so it's going on the couch. You feel me? If you do, you're my kind of people. You know what I mean? People who actually take clothes out of the dryer, fold them, and put them away, they must have their life together. They must. And I must be old because here I am glorifying laundry. So there's where I'm at. If you can't relate to that, then, well, you just can't relate, right? You just cannot relate. You probably can't. I'm probably the only weirdo that just laundry is always a thing. And with a family of five, my washer is always going. And sometimes I may forget a load in there, so the washer's going for the second time. I mean, come on, I'm human. But yeah, that's kind of my thing today. I realized the washer had not been ran yesterday. I forgot all about it, so I just washed it again real quick. And I'm actually a little hack that I do for like my kids' clothes and stuff. I do like the speed clean. It's 26-minute cycle. It gets them clean enough. It's fine. My kids are not infants. They're not puking on their clothes. They're potty trained, so their clothes are pretty clean for the most part. So the speed clean is nice for these quick loads, but then I forget that I did speed clean and I still don't go check it for an hour anyway. So what's the point? Listen, I'll get my life together at some point, and when I do, I'm gonna tell you the first thing I'm gonna do is have a better grip on my laundry. Aren't these letters so cute? I kept seeing a bunch of people use them in their builds, and I'm like, where are they from? Finally found them. They are from DK Sims, and D as in dog, K as in kangaroo. She, I say she, it could be a he. Their content's always free, so definitely check them out. It's dk-sims.tumblr.com. I'll link it below. But their stuff is just so cute, and it seems like they have a lot of, they're like really into like nurseries and stuff, because like a lot of the stuff came from them. So anyway, love free content, love content in general. Hey, I'll pay for it, but I love the free, obviously. And I thought May was a really cute name. It's actually my middle daughter's middle name. So super cute. I love the way it's spelled too. I'm not really into different spelling of names because I feel like you think about their whole life, like, oh, what's that name? Like, I hate that. But I love spelling May differently like that because it's just so cute. And I don't know about you, but I feel like I would pronounce that as May. Would you say May? No, you probably wouldn't. You know what I mean? I feel like that's May. I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in that. But kids' names can be weird. You can go weird, like try to be unique. It's like, yeah, cool, but you want to make sure people can pronounce it because the rest of their life they're gonna be like, oh, what is that? How do you pronounce that? I don't want to do that. I'm that person too. Like I've been called Olive a lot, and I just say, oh yeah. I'm not that person to correct. Are you a person who corrects? Like if they say, um, oh hi Shannon, and you're like, no, my name's Sherry. Like, do you do that? I just like, oh no, hi, I'm now Shannon. Like that's just what I do. I don't know why. I'm that kind of person where I just don't want the conflict of like, oh no, my name's actually Olivia. Oh, I know it's like Olive, but I don't do it. I am now Olive. People call me that a lot actually. I'll even have emails because my catering business is called Olive and Co. So people are like, hey Olive. I'm like, hey. Like again, I am now Olive. Nice to meet you. Anyway, I hope you like the way it turned out. Cute little single mom's, just little bungalow with her daughter May, and I like it. I think it's cute. I like the way the colors all came together, and I would totally, again, cozy up on that couch and watch a movie. Well, that's all I have for today. If you like what I'm doing, I would love for you to do all the YouTubey things. I hear it helps. So like, share, comment, all the things, and have a great week. And I'll talk to you next time.